I'm gonna show you guys the trade that I would have taken today, but I just wasn't really sure, and it wasn't really following my model all the way. You know, it was there, but it wasn't really following the model. And I do plan on making a video this weekend more about what I'm trading and how I'm trading, and of course continuing to backtest. I already have backtested, but I want to continue to collect data. So let's get through this real quick. I got another vlog coming in. All right, so this was the trade idea here. As you can see, we had YM, of course, and this was on the 45 and this was on the 5 minute right here. And basically we were looking for the buy with the change in state of delivery. I was gonna hit the buy limit right there, 5 contracts. As you can see here, we just instantly went up higher, and then we came back down. So let me go to YM real quick, and let me show you guys real quick on the 5 minute, because I know you guys are just fiending for that. You're fiending, you're a fiend, you're a fiend, buddy, you're a fiend. So here was the trade idea right here, and this was the right here, and the take profit was above these highs right here. So this was the key area. I realized that once we were up here, I was like, man, this high right here looks good, but I was like, we have relatively equal highs up here, like why wouldn't it not just reach for this one? So you see that 872, I mean, and yeah, that's pretty much really it. This trade, see the limit order, 5 contracts we would have taken it with, that would have hit us with take profit of at least 1,000. So we would have been at a drawdown for this account. Again, we're risking around 2% per trade a day, because again, I'm trying to pass these funded accounts with swiftness and speed and continue to scale and reach for higher and higher prices. I'm done really, like, again, on my vlog, if you watch the vlog on the main channel, I'm telling you guys, I'm trying to lock in, and I really feel locked in after this trip. I want to vacay, feel better than ever. If you saw the last trade recap, but I might have a part 2 today if we find something for FOMC. If we don't find anything, then this was pretty much the only trade idea that we could find for today. And again, let's go through this real quick on a higher time frame basis, because I know you're going to be wondering, why would you take this? Why would you take a long here? Why are you bullish, even though we had, you know, bearish PDRAs? So on the daily time frame, we had a daily buy side imbalance here, and of course, you know, we're inside of equilibrium on the discount side of the range. And then on the 4 hour, we had a 4 hour CRT, of course, this candle right here swept, and then we were just reaching for the 50%. We never really got to the 50% until now. And then you can see here we had a 4 hour sell side imbalance there. Again, breaking market structure, moving lower, but again, on the daily time frame, we are still bullish. On the 4H, on the lower time frames, we may look a little bit more bearish, but on the higher time frame, like the daily, until this gets inverse, I'm not gonna be bearish until then. Still bullish. And then on the 45 minute, we had a CRT here. I just wanted to see the 50% get respected and then push up higher, especially being inside of the daily PDRA with the 4 hour. I was like, all right, the daily one is gonna overpower the 4 hour SIBI, you know what I'm saying? Like the daily basically is gonna overpower the 4 hour SIBI, and we're just gonna reach for these highs, and we did, you know. But as of right now, the market is just chopping, and that's another reason why I'm just like sidelines right now. I'm tape reading, is because I want to see clean price action after FOMC. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be here forcing trades on a day where the model wasn't presented. So again, the model, I need at least 2 CRTs, and then on the entry time frame, I need a change in state of delivery, usually an order block / a breaker block. So again, the reason why I'm not using inversion for value gaps anymore is simply because when I was backtesting, I was reviewing, I was analyzing, like, okay, what entry gives me the highest probability of winning, and which one do I see the most whenever I'm scaling down after getting my confirmation from like my second CRT. And then it's usually going to be an order block or breaker. Usually the fair value ups, they hold, but they're not as strong as they usually are, and they don't give you that precise entry that you want, or like they just aren't the ideal change in the state of delivery. Of course, I know a lot of people trade those fair value gaps, and they're really profitable and they have their own success. But again, I'm sticking to what I'm comfortable with and what my eye gravitates to, and just whatever I see and like what I've been backtesting and what I feel like it just resonates with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to trade whatever you resonate with, and I see a lot of people switch strategies, try to do this, do that, but I've been backtesting, I've been trying to get better, and the risk reward isn't the best sometimes. I won't lie. I'm just aiming for a higher win rate, and the risk reward, again, that trade would have been a 1-to-1. It's some trades I aim for a 1-to-1, simply just a 1-to-1. So again, this trade would have been a 1-to-2. Sometimes I don't even get that. Sometimes if I'm risking 500, I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, some days I don't even get that, you know? And it really just depends on your trading style, you know what I'm saying? Like, some trades, some days I'm going to be able to risk and get a 1-to-2, or some days I'm going to be able to risk and get a 1-to-1, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, all I'm aiming for is to win and to follow my system. And again, I'm really proud today just for not taking that trade because it wasn't following my system. I didn't have a higher time frame CRT on the 4H or above. And again, that's kind of how I'm viewing this. I usually try to trade a 4H and above. I don't try to use the lower time frame ones. Even if I'm in a higher time frame PDA, right? You know, like today we had a daily BSC. I'm not really trying to trade that. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, why aren't you? It just eventually I will gravitate towards that, but right now I'm aiming for the highest quality setups. I'm only aiming for A+ setups, and then eventually I'll start backtesting and branching out and trying to collect more data and like use that. But as of right now, all I'm aiming for is the most highest quality setups and taking those setups and just trying to scale. That's all. That's why I'm risking so much, because I'm waiting for the highest probability setups to present themselves to then take them. You know, I'm not trying to trade every single day. I'm not trying to trade every single setup, every single CRT that I see. I'm not trying to pattern trade. I'm trying to use my intuition, and I'm trying to use my market experience, and then wait for the highest quality setup during the right time, the ideal time. Some days I may trade Asia session. Some days I may trade this session, or I may trade London, or I may wake up in the middle of the night and trade that. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm waiting for is the highest probability setup. And if it aligns with what I'm looking for, I'm gonna take it. And it's simple as that. Again, the account is down 2%, and again, it's an evaluation. I'm going to continue to risk 2%. If we blow the account in the next trade, we blow it. You know, I'm going to get another one. I'll probably get 2 more, 3 more, and just start copy trading. And I'm going to continue to backtest. I'm going to backtest right now after I'm done recording this. Maybe in a few after I'm done tape reading and really journaling. Nasdaq has been a good market. I won't lie, the past couple of days. But look, on the 4H, we have a 4-hour SIBI. And I was looking at this. Right here. We're in between this candle's range. Boom, boom. See, we swept both sides. And then eventually now we're in between this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, which side are we going to sweep? We swept high. Are we going to break above? We're going to close above. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm watching to see where the market wants to go before and after FOMC, of course. And then on the 1H, I know on the 1 minute, there was an ideal bullish breaker here that formed right around here. So this one right here. This right here, I know a lot of people were probably taking this, the longs, but it just isn't for me. You know what I'm saying? It isn't for me, one, because we had a 15-minute SIBI. It was still yet to be inversed. Then it got inversed, and it just didn't get respected. And it's just not holding. You can see it got closed above, and now it's getting disrespected, and now it's getting back above. It's unideal for me to be trading right now. And that's kind of what signified. That's kind of what, signified to me that today's not worth trading. Once we got this disrespected, especially with this order block too right here. You know what I'm saying? This mitigation block, we disrespected it. And we swept these lows. And now we're closing above. Now we're probably going to start to push up. But either way, we're taking out both sides, and we're not really moving. You know, we're not really breaking structure. If we were able to sweep these lows and, you know, respect this for rally up and break above this high, that would be ideal to look for, you know, a retracement entry and then for higher prices. But it's just not really showing me what I want to see, and I'm not going to force my hand. And that's pretty much really it. You know, like, you can't really force the market to give you what you want. You just simply have to show up every single day. And whenever it does give you what you want, you take it, and that's it. But again, I think I might buy another funded account today. I won't lie to you. I might buy another funded account. Comment down below which prop firm I should go with. I was thinking about just getting another 2 top step accounts. Maybe I'll go with Take Profit Trader or Alpha Futures, or maybe funding ticks, whatever. I'm not too sure. I'm probably gonna look into it later. I want to start scaling, so I want to buy more funded accounts. I have a little plan on what I plan on doing to scale. And I'm gonna upload that this weekend, like my plan to scale, like being for real this time. And like how I plan on approaching these funded accounts or prop firm accounts. And that's pretty much really it for this trade recap. So yeah.